I'm Ezra Raya, and this is the Manila Times. Energy continues to be a major challenge for the Philippines due to record high demand, as the Department of Energy, or DOE, has placed the Luzon grid on yellow alert this week. Despite this, DOE upholds its ban on new coal-powered plants to cut back on the country's reliance on traditional fuel. However, the department is pushing for the inclusion of nuclear power in the country's energy mix. The Office of Nuclear Energy is a new division tasked with plans and expansion of this type of source in the country. Nuclear energy produces nearly zero carbon dioxide and air pollutants compared to coal, but it has its hidden dangers. Here to tell us more is Department of Energy, or DOE, Assistant Secretary Mario Marasigan. Welcome to the Manila Times, sir.
Thank you very much and good morning.
Asik, first of all, could you give us an update on the status of the Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao grid? So we've just had our first typhoon in for this year, Typhoon Agon. So are we still having forced shutdowns for our power plants?
We still have remaining power plants that are on outage and at the rated capacities. But fortunately, most of the plants that were affected by the El Nino, the summer period, as well as the first typhoon, Typhoon Agon, have already returned to service, and we have no more yellow alerts starting yesterday.
As you have mentioned in our previous interview, there really is a high demand of energy in the Philippines and not enough supply. And recently, DOE established the Office of Nuclear Energy. So is this the answer to the country's power supply?
Now, let me clarify first, no? Um, the insufficiency in supply happened only during those times that we had some outages due to various circumstances, particularly emergency shutdowns of power plants, particularly due to extended maintenance, as well as the effect of the El Nino for our hydropower facilities. We have issued red alerts because of emergency situation. And there were several yellow alerts. But as I have mentioned before, this does not mean that we have insufficient supply of electricity. We maintain that we have sufficient enough of supply. Unfortunately, in cases of emergencies that causes some of the power plants to go on outages, have caused these yellow alerts. In fact, we did not experience daily rotating brownouts. There are only circumstances that caused red alerts, and at times, due to the absence or insufficiency in terms of participation of our interruptible load program, then rotating brownout happened. But for last week, we had several failures in terms of our power facilities, but this right after, during the weekend, much of the power plant have restored. So we did not have any rotating brownout starting Monday. So yun yung first, clarification. We maintain that we have sufficient supply. So we have established an office dealing with nuclear energy because we have considered nuclear energy one of our options in pursuing more reliable and sustainable energy in the country. Our primary goal is to ensure the contributions of renewable energy as much as 30% by 2030 and 50% by 2040. However, we have to look for other options, and that includes a application of nuclear technologies. But adoption of such technologies would require lots of compliance as far as standards in accordance with the guidelines provided to us by the International Atomic Energy Agency. We have the IAEA issued 19 infrastructure requirement. So we need an office to focus on our compliance regarding these 19 infrastructure requirements. So that's the reason. In fact, we are looking for possibilities that nuclear energy technology would contribute to the Philippine grid as much as 1,200 megawatts by 2032. But there remains other options. We are looking for re-engineering and refurbishment of our coal thermal power facilities that includes alternative fuels such as hydrogen and also ammonia. So, ina-exercise pa rin natin yung technology neutrality. So that means anything that is available commercially in the market, if it could provide us reliable electricity, then of course we will adapt it.
Sir, nuclear energy produces nearly zero carbon dioxide po, ano, and almost nearly zero air pollutants as well compared to coal powered plants. And I understand if we go for the nuclear, we could still meet the sustainability demands for 2030 and 2040, 2050. So, sir, I have a question. Currently, Philippines has no nuclear power plants, but are there any plans to establish the new nuclear power plants? And if so, where would be the location?
In developing our Philippine Energy Plan, we have identified the possibilities of adopting nuclear technologies for the as part of our power electricity requirement. And we eye some 1,200 megawatts coming in by 2032. But and we recognize also that nuclear technology offers a more clean technology as compared to coal thermal facilities. So, yeah, we will maintain that option. And but I will remain also that our main target is the development of our renewable energy technologies.
So, are there any plans of nuclear power plant being established in the near future here in the Philippines, sir?
By 2032, we are looking for possibilities that 1,200 megawatts will come in during at that year, no, yung 2032. Of course, we are considering as well that that will double by 2040, no? So magiging 2,400 na siya. And if we proceed with the option of nuclear technology, then we can even increase that to 4,800 by 2050. So ganun yung vision natin. But of course, it remains to be seen how we can comply with the guidelines and requirements set forth by the International Atomic Energy Agency.
Speaking of the guidelines, sir, ano, so in the long-term future pa po pala itong nuclear power plant. So how does the government plan on mitigating the dangerous effects of a nuclear power plant, as one of its raw material, uranium, could cause adverse effects on humans?
Security, safety, those are among the 19 infrastructure requirements of the IAEA. So the Department of Energy is developing the Philippine capacities in coping with this requirement, no? Including fuel storage, fuel disposal, and many others. The 19 infrastructure requirements even include the identification or determination of the public perception. So we may need to conduct survey on how the general public will accept the said technologies.
Lastly, DOE has completely banned coal-powered plants. Is that correct?
It's not strictly correct because the Department of Energy issued a moratorium for greenfield coal power project. But any other coal project that have substantially complied with the development requirements, these power projects are still allowed. In fact, our Philippine Energy Plan still maintains the requirement of coal thermal facilities to provide the primary base load of the country. However, included also in our energy transition plan is how to refurbish and re-engineer these coal thermal facilities. Inabanggit ko nga kanina, It's the same technology, but we may adapt a different fuel, like ammonia and hydrogen fuel.
All right, thank you for that, Asik. So just to repeat what you have said, the Philippines have sufficient energy supply, and there is option for nuclear power in the future, in the long-term future. Thank you so much, DOE Assistant Secretary Mario Marasigan. Maraming salamat.